Good evening and welcome to Blair Park for this pre-season friendly Hurlford against Stranraer. I'm Laurence Nelson, alongside me is Brian Martin, and the man behind the camera tonight is George Frank. Let me bring you the teams. The Hurlford team in goals for Hurlford. Number 1 is a trialist keeper, 2 Liam Miller, 3 former Blue Sam Liddington, 4 Carter Frew, 5 Ross Love, 6 Matthew McLean, 7 a trialist, 8 Dean Hawkshaw, very familiar face, 9 Jack Whittaker, 10 Lewis Morrison, and another familiar face. Number 11 is Ben Hughes. The Hurlford bench: 12 Laurence McMahon, 14 Callum Watt, 15 Christopher Kerr, 16 Lewis Mackey, and 17 Ryan Kennedy. The Stranraer line-up: in goals, 13 Ewan Henderson, 2 Jordan Stewart, 4 Lewis Reid, 5 Scott Ruff, 6 Sean Docherty, 8 Aaron Quigg, 11 Mark Russell, 17 Danny McManus, 22 Beejay Coll, 25 Ryan Edgar, and 26 Lewis Hunter. The Blues bench is number 1 trialist keeper, who again will be very familiar to you, 3 Finn Ekrapont, 7 a trialist, but it's James Dolan, 9 and 12 are trialists, 14 is Evan Dunn, 15 Ronan Hughes, and 19 and 20 are trialists. Brian, good evening to you. How are you tonight, sir?
Hi, good evening, Laurence. It's been a bad week for me, Laurence. I was at the dentist yesterday getting 3 fillings, so I'm talking stupid, you know what I mean? I usually talk stupid.
What was your excuse on Saturday then? Jeez, Anyway, the referee for this one is Mark Daly, and he is just about to get us underway. Stranraer, of course, as ever in the pre-season, playing in yellow and playing right to left. And Docherty will be, plays it along the deck. I think that surprised his teammates a wee bit there.
Good play with the referee there.
Ben Hughes almost scores against his old club. 7 minutes in, Ben Hughes right to have a go. Now, has to be offside. Yeah, we were right in line with that. That looked well offside. Now, danger here for Stranraer, and that will be the first corner of the match. Corner being taken by Lewis Morrison, takes it quickly, gets the ball back, sends it across the front of the box, and that one from Carter Frew, took a deflection, and Quigg had to clear that off the line. So Morrison at the corner, and that is blocked twice. Twice.
How that didn't get on
twice Ewan Henderson blocked it, and then the final effort from Carter Frew came back off the woodwork. Close shave, and Hurlford unlucky not to take the lead there, Brian.
Certainly were. How that stayed out, Laurence, I'll never know.
So Henderson sends that one long. Hunter does well into battle. Beejay Coll taken out there by Miller.
Number 2 come right through him there.
Pretty clear foul.
No prisoners taken there, Laurence. Beejay a sly smile at him there. Now that's a
across
good
the
ball,
park it goes, Docherty in a bit of space. Steps forward, plays it towards the box. McManus headers it in the middle.
Marky Russell. Must be
Edgar, and the ball takes a deflection and bobbles into the hands of the home keeper.
It's the Blues' best chance so far. Thought Ryan was just going to pull the trigger there, but the boy got in with a good tackle.
Henderson sends it out towards the right, towards Jordan Stewart. He gets the first touch. Docherty's in there, that will be a Stranraer throw in though. Inside to Edgar.
Good again for
Russell turns. What can he do? He gets it in the path of Beejay Coll. McManus back across to Docherty.
That's good for
nice
Stranraer.
Football. Jordan Stewart this time.
There's it.
Plays it in. Coll has a shot, and it's a goal. Beejay Coll. 28th minute.
It's lovely play.
It's a sustained move that was, and fair play, a nice bit of passing. I was thinking as it happened, this needs to go in the box at some point, but my goodness, it did, and Beejay Coll finishes in the 28th minute, and
excellent.
Not quite against the run of play, Brian, but we've had a fair old test so far. So 1-0 Stranraer. The guys here have the chips from the canteen.
I see that. No offers anyway when you Laurence.
Wait till the seagulls spot them, Brian, then we'll get our own back. Throw in for Hurlford. Over on the far side, up the line it goes. Morrison takes a touch. It's back with Stranraer. There's Beejay Coll, the goal scorer. Angles it out towards Mark Russell on the right. That was a lovely pass. Russell brings it down.
Doherty.
And there's a blast
Wow,
by Sean Doherty. That was not far away, Brian.
Yep.
Just a bit fell asleep there watching the wind turbines going round and round on the hill up there.
There's plenty of them, isn't there?
Yeah. I wonder where they're getting the hot air from to feed them. Now, chance here for Liam Miller.
Yeah.
Not again, Lewis Reid to the rescue.
Almost Laurence. Almost get a chance to head it back on
You're
the
going to
park.
head it. Well, you might have damaged your headset.
Might have damaged my brain.
No, it might have damaged your headset. Yeah, Brian, just one change for Stranraer.
The trial is done for Ryan Edgar.
Here is the trialist with the ball at his feet. Tries to get through. Yeah. One of the home players, Liam Miller, is down. Looks to have taken a sore one. 5 minutes into the second half as Watt takes to the field. Stranraer have the throw in. There's Beejay Coll on the left. Definitely wasn't offside. That's a strange call with the bench. And Mark Russell not far away from connecting from that angled ball. Interestingly, for those of you who are watching, we are not beside the camera tonight. George Frank is elevated up high above the ground. Brian and I are halfway up the church tower opposite George, peeping out the windows, so you might be able to spot us at some point during the game.
The old health and safety wouldn't allow us up that rickety ladder, I think, Laurence.
Quigg's there. Falls nicely for the home side. They can dig it back out again. Well read by Lewis Reid.
Well up by Danny McManus.
Yep. Russell does enough to put his man off there.
That's good.
Shot by and that dips.
Too far away.
Really wonderfully from Jordan Stewart. Not too far away, Brian, as you say.
Trying to follow up his goal on Saturday.
Absolutely. Now, trialist plays it forward. Goes past Hawkshaw emerges with the ball actually, and that's a good shot at goal. Didn't score that often for Stranraer, Hawkshaw, but he scored one or two crucial ones.
Yeah.
On the hour mark, Sean Doherty replaced by Evan Dunn. Call back to Reid. He this time sends it right to Evan Dunn, who's made the run unspotted. Mark Russell. And squeezes one over the top.
For a wee colour there.
Good run up the right there by Evan Dunn.
Yeah. I never noticed him.
Well, I don't think Hurlford noticed him either. I think that was the key. He's a fair height of a boy, isn't he?
Yes, he's a big fella.
Look at
the three there, Laurence, are much more physical
compared with last year.
For years, it's Stranraer.
So, Hughes for Quigg.
Beejay Coll's off, that's extra point coming on.
Jordan Stewart.
Lewis Hunter's off, Jordan Stewart's off.
And it looks like Mark Russell,
and
maybe.
Mark Russell's off, yep.
So, 19 is a trialist, 20 is a trialist, 12 is a trialist, and Finn Ekrapon isn't a trialist. Gets away from Stranraer a wee bit again. Now, went the middle to 19. Referee. Yeah, that's absolutely brutal.
Is he played on?
Ekrapon, trialist. And a good save by the keeper.
Yeah. Did the referee no blow?
Yeah, but the boy was on the ground. That's why he gave the free kick in the first place.
Was it took it quick? The appearance of James Dolan for the first time.
Yeah, so McManus, I think, going off.
May last season, Laurence.
Yep, 78th minute. McManus replaced by Dolan. Good to see him back.
Yep, absolutely.
And Finn Ekrapon comes out with the ball. Sends it forward, Dolan. Brings it down. It's a nice touch with James Dolan into the box. And defence did well to stop Dolan there.
He's still got it, Laurence. He's still got it.
Certainly has. That was a nice take by him. Dolan turns. And that was not far away, Brian Martin.
Nice.
James Dolan, 85th minute, not far away from finding the net. Trialist does brilliantly there.
There you go, James.
Sends Dolan away, back heel. Oh, number 19 Trialist. Finecropont blasts it. I'm not quite sure it made the back garden there, but it wasn't far away.
It's that kind of net type thing behind the goals, is it? Lovely move, Stranraer there.
Yeah, nice wee back heel in the run in there.
The Trialist get completely taken out when they run up to it.
Guys, last wee bit. Step in.
Matthew McLean to Ryan Kennedy. Probably last chance here for Hurlford. Further left to Ben Hughes. Sends it across. Finecropont's there.
That's
and that is indeed full time at Blair Park. 92 minutes played. Hurlford 0, Stranraer 1. Beejay Coll in the 28th minute. Fair to say it was a pretty flat second half. Brian, what did you make of the game overall?
Yeah, again, I mean, all the trialists get on, Laurence. Ginger would see the whole lot of them there, so he'd be quite happy. It was good fitness exercise for Stranraer again. As you say, second half Stranraer had a couple of sniffs, but, wasn't much in the game.
And as you said, significantly sterner test than we got at Irvine on Saturday.
And again, this Saturday come up's even sterner, against a full-time outfit.
So, as we said, full-time at Blair Park. Hurlford 0, Stranraer 1, Beejay Coll 28 minutes. So it's good night from Brian and myself at Blair Park. Next up for Stranraer, the Ecogen Stadium at Stair Park on Saturday. Northern Irish Premier side Crusaders are the visitors. We'll see you there.